Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think I need another earphone because I'm hearing this tapping noise in my ear. Are you hearing it?
No.
Okay. We're not recording on. Oh,
We
shit.
definitely are.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, boo.
How are you?
Fuck life, but hey.
Ooh,
How are you?
shit. Motherfucking Tide. Tide like the fucking detergent.
Yeah. I feel you. How was your weekend?
That's what made me tired.
Okay.
Crazy weekend. The first competition of the season, cheer competition, for
Mm-hmm.
those of you who I guess is the first time listening, just jumped in at episode 70. But cheer season started and it was just crazy because they had practice Friday, then she had to get her hair done Friday night after practice, and then we had to report to the competition in Richmond at like 7:30 a.m.
Oh.
So then you have the competition for majority of the day. Then you turn around and drive on back because we didn't do it overnight because I mean it was Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
Come all the way back and they got practice Sunday because we got a whole competition this weekend. So I'm just tired. And then I pick my son up and he's sick as hell.
Oh.
And so I'm just like, yeah. And then a gang of shirt orders. Girl,
Business is
busy.
great.
And I was motherfucking tired.
That's a blessing.
Mm-hmm. So how was your weekend?
It was trash.
Oh no.
We're just gonna
Leave it at that.
Oh, I will say rest in peace to my grandmother. She did pass
Oh
on
yeah.
Friday.
Babe.
So her funeral is next Monday.
How you feeling? Do a mental
Um,
health check for you.
I'm more concerned with like everybody else. More
Is that
so,
because are you trying to mask it so you can be strong for everyone else, or you really are like, okay?
I really have had so many people in my family die that like I don't know. I think I can just handle it better than some
Than other
people.
people in your family. That
Yeah,
makes
like
sense.
at the funeral I'm gonna be upset, but I'm usually only upset at the funeral.
Right, but yeah, I hate death. It sucks. It's no words you can tell anybody. It's no way that you can prepare for it or like get your mind ready or even deal with it when it comes. It's just I hate death. It's something that's inevitable, but I hate it. I hate dealing with it. Like it's just trash. So hearts and blessings out to you, my love, and your family.
Yes, yes, yes. So anywho,
What we on episode 70.
yes, we
70
are.
in this thing. Um, so I mean, we're a
Last
little
week
bit
we
late. Oh, go
last
ahead.
week last week we said we were going to talk about a lot of shit this episode. And we're not talking about none of that. One of the things we said we was going to do was have a part 2 to that toxic woman shit. But honestly, I didn't have anything to give because I
I
don't see
didn't.
it.
Yeah. Like
and
I said what I said.
and like none of the few male listeners that we have said anything in response. So I assume you all agree. So be blessed.
Rest our case.
And then the other thing was sex, but
I mean, look,
I mean,
let's just move on.
yeah.
So we decided, even though we're late, better late than never. I mean, it is Black History Month. So, I mean, what better way to celebrate than to talk about us? And by us, I mean the Ratchets. I mean,
I mean that too.
I mean, before y'all kill me, I'm not saying all Black people are ratchet, so please get
Oh
the fuck off
God.
my dick. But just yeah, I mean, like we all have the normal Black history tidbits of information and stuff that's going on, but you know how you see like the little some of them are funny, like the little memes and stuff, and just like, oh, I bet you didn't know X, Y, and Z. Just not the normal Black History tidbits that you're used to, I guess. It's a good way to say it.
I personally just want to take y'all down memory lane of some of the most fun, iconic Ratchet moments.
Oh, yes, that'll be fun.
Everything Black History is amazing. I'm here for it, but everything
it doesn't have
don't
to be so serious.
serious.
Yes, people be so serious. Like, we don't have to all turn into Black Panthers when February hit. Okay, like we can, enjoy our celebration. The celebration doesn't have to be so somber. Like, laughing at Black folks.
So the shit I'm gonna be talking about is gonna be trash, but I love it.
Entertaining.
I still go back to get a chuckle. So
it's our podcast, so you shall deal. Where you want to start? Like,
you start.
All right. So my little tidbits that I got. We're gonna go back and forth, or you want me to just name all mine and we go to you?
I kind of want to see where you're at with this because
so you can adjust. Oh no,
I'm
yours gonna be funnier than mine. But
I'm not gonna adjust. It's just I feel like we are not on the same page because this ain't really Black History. It's more like, hey, y'all
Black
moments
in Black history.
Yes.
How about that? More like, yeah. Instead of like actually Black history information, it's just like moments in Black history.
For sure.
I like that. Okay. So yeah, mine is definitely gonna be often. So this one is actually a moment. Allen Iverson was actually the first Black basketball player, I'm gonna just say basketball player, period, to get his fucking hair braided by his mom during the game.
I do remember that, and I don't even watch basketball.
Dog.
I remember that.
My man's braid came out. I don't know if he had beads at the end. I'm not quite sure. But mama had to run to the bench and be like, hold on. Like, I got to get my man's going. His braids coming loose. And I know the camera going to be on him because that was in Iverson's prime when he was crossing up everybody. And like, yeah.
Love.
Definitely. Mama said, my baby not about to be on this TV looking the fuck crazy. Get over here. And yeah, they got the whole picture and everything online. Definitely a Black moment in history.
Actually, if I liked basketball, I would probably get that picture frame. I like that.
Oh, I'm gonna send it to you.
I remember.
But you say if you like basketball.
Yeah, like if I had a man cave, but I'm not a man. That kind of thing. Someone should put that on a t-shirt for me. Wink.
Wink, wink. Gotcha.
But no winks because you're busy right now.
I know. Let's see what else. I had Mona Scott as the first female to pimp niggas on actual TV. I mean, she will go down in history as that bitch.
I was sipping. Wait a minute.
Did I catch you mid-sip?
I almost choked.
Took a quick left real quick.
She is definitely, is she still out here doing it?
Dog, a different franchise every season, like every year. We got something new.
She pumping them out like every 8 weeks, every city.
Another one. She with Jake Khaled, another one, definitely. What else? Oh, Kenan Ivory Wayans, definitely the first man to his whole family. Look, if it wasn't for Kenan, Kim, Marlon, Damon, Sean, the rest of their family,
their offspring, because their sons are doing shit now,
acting and stuff too. They was little, but Major Payne. So he definitely put his family on his back, kept pushing. Fictional character, but Tommy from Martin, first Black man to fly with no job. Shout out to you. I'm sure he was selling drugs on the low because nobody knows what the fuck. What was he doing?
Something with school or therapy or something like that.
I didn't see no receipts there. That whole series, all the way up to the series finale.
No, they said that in one episode. They finally said what it was, but I guess it wasn't like a main plot of the episode. But he had a job.
I mean, I know he had a job because he always would say it, but like everybody's like, nigga, nah, he ain't got no job, nigga. Damn, Tommy ain't got no job. What else? The Black queen of reality TV and dating shows, Tiffany Pollard, aka New York.
Oh, we were gonna get there.
We're gonna get there. Okay, yes, we're gonna have to bow down to the queen. And Oh, Omarion, first black man to kick the whole group out of the group, nigga. He even trumped Beyonce. He said, "Look, all of y'all niggas gotta go. There won't even be a Kelly
He didn't keep.
stand."
I was gonna say he didn't keep his Kelly.
He said, "Y'all all gotta get the fuck."
Who would be his Kelly? J Bud.
Yeah, because that's the only one he kind of was still talking to, because he was like, "Fuck Raz," with his emotionally stable ass. He definitely was saying, "Fuck Fizz."
Ooh, speaking of that, I have tea on them later on during tea time.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Yeah.
So
What you got?
one of the reasons why we started doing this was because at the time we both watched a lot of reality TV,
Yeah,
although
a lot.
I don't watch as much anymore.
I know.
But I just want to pay homage
Mm.
to the show that I think led the way for the Love and Hip Hops and the Real Housewives. Y'all may not think so.
Oh well.
Flavor of Love.
Oh, you think that kicked? Oh, that kicked off the.
Yes, it kicked off the Ratchet. I'm saying that the formats are different, but Flavor Flav crawled so these hoes could fight and throw glasses. That's all I'm saying.
For the love of his little prune shriveled up ass. Like, what? Y'all was for real.
If you go back
on TV.
on Hulu, you can watch seasons 1 and 2, and I promise you,
it will
still
be
get your fucking life.
It will be as entertaining as the first time you watched it. Because let me tell you something, that shit was everything.
Do you remember when, what the fuck was her name? It wasn't Goldie. Goldie was the other girl. But I can't think of her name, but she got in an argument with New York, and she was like, I mean, I can't help that people think that I look like Beyonce. And New York was like, Beyonce? Beyonce? Beyonce knows? Bitch, you look more like Aretha Franklin. I said, oh no.
She used to go the fuck in. Like, I love me some New York. Like, I mean, maybe that's why, the show I love New York. Dog, love me some fucking New York. Like, the Flavor of Love, like, really started, like, the Ratchet reality show. Yeah, we had the Real World, and the Real World was like Ratchet in a different way. But it still had, what I'm saying, like a lot of white people in it, and a lot of others. So, you had to get the right black person on it to ratchet it up, aka Tammy Roman. But like, look, Flavor of Love kicked off all this shit. Like, you wouldn't have, for real, you wouldn't have like For the Love of Ray J. All
exactly.
That shit was everything. Even the white spinoffs, like
she smashed the
homie. Dog, that joint was she was mad as shit. So, and then you wouldn't even have stuff like The Bachelor, for real. Like, they started these dating shows like that, in that type of format, like, come get your chain, come get your shit. Like, dog, I'm saying they putting it on the map. I'm stamping it.
Remember on Flavor of Love, that same girl that got in an argument with New York, they were supposed to make chicken for Flavor Flav, and this bitch put a whole chicken in the microwave. Is that
the airhead joint?
Yes,
and it had a bad weave, and her Flavor Flav mom was just like, "What the fuck?"
She put the whole chicken in the microwave, put some carrots around it, and pressed the chicken button, and just washed it, and dead ass served it to him. He was like, I can't believe you would serve this to me, my mom. Like, this is disrespectful. Are you trying to kill me?
Dog, salmonella on a plate, my G. Like, she was the fuck dumb.
I mean, without Flavor of Love, we wouldn't have New York. On Love and Hip Hop Miami, there's Shay, who I think her name was Bucky.
Bucky.
Yep. She came from there.
I forgot she was on that show. She definitely was. That's what she started from her bottom now. Yeah.
I'm saying, Delicious is now engaged to one of the Central Park exonerated. So I'm just saying, like, Flavor Flav was out here paving the way.
Putting people on. Putting people on.
That's all I'm saying. So that was a nice little, I don't know, that brought me joy.
Yes.
Then another little thing I was looking up today were iconic news interviews, like Antoine Dobson. Remember what was his thing? You Are So Dumb, when he had on like the red scarf or whatever, and they made.
Is that the
we
hide your kids, hide your wife,
because they raping everybody out here.
So it made that's when they started making songs out of every fucking thing, bruh. Like.
That one is the classic, and he got a lot of money, and then he lost it. Child, I don't know.
What about the other dude that found the girl when he was like, shit? He was
Are you
like,
talking about Charles Ramsey?
yes.
And he was like, whenever a little white girl runs into your arms as a black man, that's a dead giveaway.
Oh yeah, the song "Dead Giveaway." He was like, he said we used to barbecue and play salsa together. My dude, I watched that interview over and over because he was dead serious.
He was so
bro.
serious. I just watched that shit. Then the other one, something Mr. Fire, when she was I thought that was barbecuing.
Right, it's a fire.
Lights.
What was the other one? He was like, because I ain't got time for that. What was the old
Ain't
lady?
nobody got time for that.
Yes. Ooh, them was like classics. Those are really classic like news interviews in real life though.
And I know some black people hate when they put certain people on the news and interview them because they feel like it's embarrassing.
Not the most articulate and all that. So what? That shit is entertaining. Fuck out of here.
It is funny. And if you secure and you know what you would do when you get on TV, that's all that should matter.
Then you
let us live.
Let her chuckle out. But that shit is funny.
Jesus. Keeping in the spirit of reality TV, I would have to say, since they keep bringing it up every fucking week,
what?
Chrissy beating Kim Bella's ass was iconic to me. That shit was hilarious.
Dog. That was when Love and Hip Hop was new.
Yes.
And we was like, yo, these is like well-known people. And this motherfucker, like, it's the real world. Like, they not living together, but it's like on some nigga Jim out here choking niggas up because you talking smooth. Dog did not give no fuck on the fucking street. Then was the girl Samaya Reese before she lost the weight. She was living like
in a fucking roof.
The little cottage in the roof. Dog, that's what Love and Hip Hop was funny as E-Mug, bro. Like, and then everybody was going in on Olivia and was like, besides that song with 50 Cent, like, what song do you got? Like,
I mean, what song does she have now? And
I take it to the candy store.
And she's upset about
Rich taking it. I can't do it. But yeah, that definitely was iconic because like Chrissy used to mop the floor with niggas. Like,
I mean, that's why Yandy is feeling herself.
That's because I think she kind of sees that Chrissy is trying to be in her zen shit and like ain't trying to take it there. But Yandy keep poking her bed and fucking Chrissy gonna give her what the fuck she wants. She like, look, I'm trying to be grown and I told these Love and Hip Hop niggas that I wasn't gonna be on his record. I'm gonna be building and repairing bridges. But like, Yandy, you keep fucking playing with me because Mendices is home and you gonna catch all of this work. Like, keep on.
I feel like Chrissy would beat Mendices' ass while you playing. So.
That part.
Anywho, child, when Jocelyn first made her way to
Hello, mate. Dog, she used to get under Mimi's skin so fucking bad.
I loved it. I remember, Dormtainment.
Yes, I love Dormtainment.
I've been watching them since like one of their first, I guess, viral videos. And so they made this one video when Mimi and Stevie J were at the club and Jocelyn came, and then all of a sudden Stevie J, he disappeared, and Mimi found him in her car, and she was like, what the fuck are you doing in the car? He was like, I was looking for you. And so Dormtainment made a song and it was like, me, I was looking for you. I was looking for you. Ludacris, I was looking for you.
Dog, he said, I need to get the fuck up out of there. But that got to be the dumbest fucking...
I was looking for you, but I'm in the car with my side bitch.
Like, what are you talking about, nigga? Like, we was just in it together. So why would you be out here looking for me? Like, child.
And then she got Love and Hip Hop Atlanta in the beginning.
Dog. Everything.
Girl.
They was more scandalous with they shit. Like, it's like New York was like, all right, these niggas are wrecking, and it was like good, but like Atlanta, woo.
Remember Mimi's sex tape? Did you ever see that?
No, the shower curtain joint. No,
girl.
I heard it was weak though.
I mean, yes. However, I'm trying to figure out how she thought that we would think that was not a production, because you know when they're homemade pornos, and this one had angles.
They said somebody was moving, like it was like somebody was holding. Well, that's what
what
Stevie J was saying. It was like, man, it was like different camera angles. People were zooming in and shit. Like
great lighting.
Right, it ain't like it was on a tripod. And you're like, all right, you about to get this. Like,
That's what I'm
nigga, it was
saying.
a whole crew in there.
Homemade flicks usually got shitty lighting. It's
And
like
one camera shot.
right, one angle. This joint was catching them from all different sides and corners. And girl, I hope that she invested in that money.
Right.
And that she still has it.
Cashing out on it because, like, didn't they say that he went both ways anyway?
Oh.
That he like dudes too?
Oh.
That's what Stevie was saying. You know, he was in his feelings anyway. It's like Stevie don't want to mess with these bitches no more, but as soon as they mess with somebody else, this nigga catch feelings. Like how he was when Mimi started messing with the basketball player woman, whatever. I forgot her name.
Ty.
Yeah, Ty. He was hating on her. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Ty seems sweet.
She seems so nice, but he was just hating. Like, go ahead. Like, you got Jocelyn and Faith. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, just stop playing with me.
What are some more iconic moments? I need to think outside of the reality TV box. I know there's some good ratchetness. My Neck, My Back by Kaya.
Oh, look.
That is a really ratchet song. It's a bop.
Anytime a song starts with "All you ladies pop that pussy like this," you're like, "Oh well, all right, this is what we doing on this song." Well, get ready. Get ready.
The funniest thing was the first time my mom heard the unedited version, because she already was like, the song was a bit much, but she heard the real version.
Oh, she was livid.
She was like, "And my crack." I was like, I mean,
she wants all of it. First, you gotta put your neck into it.
She was not having it. She was, after that, it was like she didn't even want to hear the regular version, because she's like, I can't get the other one out, so just pause.
That was a pause.
It really was. She could not stop thinking about the other version of the song, so after that, she just didn't want to have anything to do with it. But
the wild thing is they used to play the edited version on the radio so much, and it's not like that was like even really like clean.
It
like,
really wasn't.
And kids was singing it on my neck, on my back. Like, we used to sing some wild songs when we was little. Like, I think about some of the songs that I knew like word for word, and like as a kid, like
it didn't register what it was you were singing.
Let me lick you up and down until a whole ass like preteen until you say stop. Why am I singing that? And knew all the words. Like, come on. Downtown by SWV.
Yeah, you know, she Coco won't even sing that song anymore.
Yeah, she said she don't like it. She's like, yeah, it just makes me feel like
And I get it, you are more involved in the church now, but church folks don't like to get
right
that.
Like, hey, married people go downtown. Change the words or something.
Like, I still would want my husband to do that. So right, like, we're going to still sing that song.
Like, so you saying that because you're safe, you can't go downtown? That sucks.
Couldn't be me, sis. Could not be me.
Won't be.
That made me think about that daggone thing your friend posted on Facebook today, talking about y'all see now why God wants y'all to wait to have sex. You know, nobody on that post explained why.
Look, I was weak. You was like, no. I was weak as shit. I was
nobody ever explained. They just was like, yeah, I totally get it. Well,
like, what do you
pull me in, bitch? I want to know.
I want to be in the know. Because I don't get it.
Whew, shit. So Uncut, everything that came on Uncut, BET's Uncut, hot ass mess. When Nelly took that credit card and swiped it in between them girls' booty cheeks, I said, oh, okay, this is what we doing.
So it was literally like what was the channel back in the day on cable that showed all the porn stuff that, like, if you had the regular cable, I'm about to show my age.
I had a stolen box, so
I did too. We had a joint, and they would try to send a little surge to our building to fuck it up. But then we used to get new boxes and shit. Like it was back when we had the A and B. Like,
Yes.
I'm old as shit. But like you could go to the little porn channel, and even if you didn't have a scrambler, like if you watch it long enough, like it wouldn't scramble no more. You be like, oh, they fucking I'm seeing Chatty over here. I forgot. Was it? It was Cinemax. No, Cinemax is a movie joint. I don't remember,
But
but
after 1 o'clock, that's when
you ain't gotta look through the scrambler no more. Just go to Beats.
No, I'm saying on Cinemax, after a certain time, they used to play them adult movies.
Oh yeah, they did.
They were trash, but they did.
So they used to have all them little joints on like the HBO, like what was it, like the V word or something. It was something crazy where it was like shows, and they would be talking about random sex stuff, like sex cults and all this stuff, and they would just show titties and stuff, and you're just like, oh, okay, I am up late, I guess.
Speaking of sex, I got 2 things to say. So one time I got in trouble for some shit I did not do. I was at my cousin's house in North Carolina, and I was watching something on Cinemax or Showtime on one of them things. I fell asleep. I can't help that after a certain time, Real Sex 51 starts coming on, and it's
that's what it's
titties
called,
and dicks.
Real Sex. That's what it was called.
I don't have nothing to do with that. So I am getting yelled at as I'm literally waking up. What the fuck is this? Da, 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 da. I'm literally waking up. Nah, nigga, you faking. You faking. You was saying, I'm like, nigga,
like
I'm supposed
you
to
think I'm this
sleep.
dumb? I would have fucking changed the channel if I heard y'all coming.
Yeah, like I don't have porn on with the fucking volume at 25. That's dumb. Who does that?
My hands are not even in the cover, so it's not like I went to sleep.
I have drool on the side of my face. I was really asleep.
I've been asleep for a while. Like, what are you talking about? That is hilarious.
On another note, though, because I had that scrambler box, we got all the porn channels. There used to be a real world type porn show. So, like, yeah, they would be fucking, of course. But it had, like, real good drama in there.
So it was, like, good acting. It wasn't like
It was.
Come over here, and I'm the delivery man. Uh-oh.
I absolutely had no business watching it, but it was really entertaining. Because, like, this one couple was supposed to be together, but he was definitely cheating on her with somebody. It was a mess, but I liked it.
The porn with a good storyline, it'll catch you off guard because you get so caught into the storyline. Like, oh, they fuck. Oh, yeah, this is a porno. You like get you watching a porno. You just like, wait a minute, they showing the. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I am watching this porno because usually pornos is just like, hey, coming over here to deliver your pizza. Oh, you said you wanted extra meat on your pizza? Here's your meat. And next thing you know, they smash on the couch. And don't forget to leave the tip. And then that's the end. It's just like, no. So when you get a good storyline one, you get thrown off.
Okay. Sorry to detour to sex. But that is what
that went left.
It definitely did. Fucking with Kaya.
Right. Like bad influence all over again.
What was some more ratchet? Oh, do you remember Making the Band with The Band?
Oh my goodness. I used to watch all the Making of the Bands, bro. Like Danity Kane, The Band, Day 26. Like that was, I'm waiting for the motherfuckers to stream that shit. But Diddy is holding on to them fucking coins. He say, look, I'm going to drop it at the 20-year anniversary. Like, he's being greedy because he know niggas wants to see this shit.
I want to see The Band again because they used to fight.
They used to be
shut the studio down.
Dylan, and Dylan.
He wanted to meet Wyclef more than he wanted to meet Puff.
Right, he was just like, you're my biggest idol. You're my inspiration. You're the reason why I do this shit. Like, all right, studio closed because you sucking somebody else's dick. Like, nah, you wildin'. Like,
where are them people at?
Nigga, I don't know. I just knew the dude Ness, and it was like a couple of that was in the band that actually could rap, and like maybe they on some underground shit, but where they at though? Like I have no clue where the little nonsense. I don't think they should have picked Sarah.
Oh no,
it was a so dark skin joint or a brown skin joint that was like left. It was like 2 singers left, and they end up picking Sarah over the girl. I forgot what ended up happening, and I was like, but even Babs was like, I mean, you can't even get the hook right. You only singing the hook, and you still messing it up.
I remember she'd be like, I can't sing well if you guys smoke so much weed around me. And she was like, bitch, Whitney Houston does crack and she still sounds fine. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, speaking of Whitney Houston, she definitely passed away today.
Yes, she did.
Rest in peace, Whitney.
Even though my best friend and I, we often get into disagreements.
What? About what?
I wasn't a huge Whitney fan like everybody else was. Not to say that I didn't like her. I just wasn't like,
You wasn't into her like
oh my
everybody
God,
else was.
Whitney,
No,
I gotta have
Whitney's
this
that
album.
bitch.
I get it. I'm never taking anything away from that.
But it just wasn't an artist that you got into.
No, my household, we listen to like more moody music, which is why we
You're
listening to
moody
moody.
now.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what y'all like. In my house, it wasn't a Michael Jackson house. It was a Prince house. It just was a different kind of house. I don't know. Niggas is mad. Although MJ is my nigga. I just
he definitely is that dude. And Prince though. I'm back with both of them.
I do too, but I'm just
You grew up more listening to.
Yeah. So she was like, and I'm not saying they're comparable. I don't want anybody to shoot me. I'm just saying my parents listened to Sade more than Whitney Houston.
Right. It's two totally different.
It's two totally different types of, for sure. I'm just saying that's the type of shit that was being played in my house. It wasn't.
But that makes sense why you really like Sade now. That makes sense because you really like her.
I do. And that's why I don't really. It doesn't matter. Rest in peace to Whitney. I don't want no problems with my best friend. So love you. And if you love her and that's your fave, then me too.
Yep.
It's that.
I love Whitney Houston. I actually had a VHS tape with all her music videos. I mean, obviously up until that point, and I used to play the fuck out of that shit. Like that's how I knew Saving All My Love for You she was a side joint, and I was just like, wait a minute. I was too young to be like, wait a minute. That's not your dude that you say. Oh, dog, you messing with somebody else, man. You wait for him to leave.
But y'all love that shit.
I do.
She made that shit sound amazing.
Yes. You used to tell me we run away together. I said, Whitney, he's lying. That's Fuckboy 101. What are you talking about? Ooh, he lying.
Y'all been fucking niggas forever, and I have more on that during tea time as well. Y'all was cutting up in this last week. Jesus.
Ooh, so you be Jesus. All right.
You remember Cat Stacks?
Yes, the name. Wasn't it some like joint that got deported?
She did eventually get deported, but she was out here she was on one. Like she was fucking with Soulja Boy, I remember, and she took a video of like some white substance on.
Oh yeah, I remember that whole thing.
But niggas just kept getting caught up with her, and I just didn't understand.
Like, why y'all keep smashing her and she's going to expose y'all? Like, what are you doing? I do remember her.
And then she was making these YouTube videos. I remember one time she got jumped, and that shit was on YouTube. That was fun times.
That's when everything used to be on YouTube. You would be on Twitter and there'll be a link to a YouTube video. You'd be like, oh shit, what done happened now? That was pre-Instagram shit.
Yeah, that was fun because that was around the time, like, because who says it in a song? 2 Chainz. Where's Paris Hilton? Where's Cat Stacks? That's around all like. I feel like everybody was trying to get famous by, I don't want to shit on your girl, but you know, the Kim Kardashian way.
Oh yeah, like the whole social media route.
Yeah, and it
I remember Paris Hilton had that show, and Kim Kardashian was like her side joint.
Yeah, she definitely was the organizer.
Hot. That's hot. She was so monotone. Fucking Paris Hilton. That's hot. Yeah, that's hot. I'm like, oh, this bitch got all the money. Ooh. I want to be a Hilton. Shit.
I mean, they got long money.
Long money, and they whole fucking family. Like,
I want to be a Kardashian too. Them niggas got money.
Oh,
they just annoying.
Them little kids are not gonna want for nothing unless they fuck up some shit. Like, no, they grandmama gonna look out for them. If they fucking with their daddies, they might. But if they stick with their mamas, they gonna be straight. I think what's the one? Stormy, Travis, and Kylie daughter. She gonna be good. She gonna be good, son. She's straight.
Because both of her parents got money.
Yeah.
I mean even all the fall off.
He definitely could. He's popping now, but I think even I think Kim and Kanye is clan because they got like 17 now.
They'll be good.
They'll be good.
Chloe's daughter, I don't know, because you know them basketball players and football players, they don't always invest the right way.
And he don't seem like he doing too much now. So I don't know
Oh,
how much longer this career here is going to
I'm
last,
asleep.
Tristan. So Chloe better come up with some business moves, talk to her little sister or something. Cause look,
She seems to be doing well though.
yeah, she
So
seems to. All of them be seeming like they got something going on. They got money in their pocket. So I ain't hating. I wish I could. Wish I could.
I'm sure there's a lot more Ratchet moments that I miss him.
Dog,
But
it's so many Ratchet moments. Like, yeah,
those were the ones that
that
I
stood
came
out
up
the
with.
most.
Yeah. Ooh, can we get into tea time?
Yes, I'm here for it. Let's go.
So let's, first of all, let me just say that I'm tired of you motherfucking celebrities
Ooh,
showing out on Thursdays. Because
dog.
Thursdays is when we post our fucking shit.
And all the tea seems to happen after we've recorded and posted our god daggone episode.
So let's start with Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj. That shit was funny.
Hell yeah.
I was on Twitter. It felt like '09 again. I was going back and forth between one account to another. Like, I need to
Refresh
catch this before these bitches come to their senses and take it
and
down.
delete. Right.
So Meek Mill liked a picture on Instagram where it basically had the mannequin had on an outfit that Nicki Minaj's husband had on a
It was
recent
on
picture.
Jimmy Jam.
Yes.
Jimmy. What's it called? Is it called Jimmy Jams?
I don't know, but they
The little
definitely
store is like green and bright as shit in the
right.
mall. Jimmy something.
So the caption, I don't remember what the caption said, but basically it was just saying like Nicki Minaj's husband can't dress. And I agree.
Dog, literally, I seen a side by side comparison of the outfit he was talking about. It literally is the same
same
fucking
thing.
outfit, my nigga.
Well, that was
Onika.
enough to set. Yes, that was enough to set her off. Next thing you know, here she go on Twitter talking about Meek done hit her. His
Beat his
mama
sister ass, his mama
somehow
ass.
his mama ended up in the hospital. Then Meek was like, "Yeah, you support pedophiles. That's why I had to leave you because you knew your brother was fucking with that little girl." I was like, "Nigga, what is going on?"
I'm like, do y'all niggas still love each other? Because y'all doing the
that is just a lot of energy to be giving
most.
someone.
Right.
I was here for it though.
I was here for it. Then they said that they end up being in the same store at one time. I don't know if this was before or after the back
that
and
was
forth
before.
Online. Dog, like he probably just like. Then I seen something where he was saying that like how you get married this quick, like you had to been fucking with this nigga while we was together. I was like, y'all niggas kind of still
He
have
said
feelings
that a
for each
long
other.
time ago.
No, they have to have feelings for each other still. Like Mika got a whole baby on the way, and Onika, you are a whole ass wife at this point. Like probably working on a baby. I need y'all to relax and just be zen in your current situation because
like 3 years ago.
Dog, and I get it. Both of them are the typical type to rant online. Like we've seen it for both of them, whether it's on Instagram, Twitter, going live, whatever. Like these are two of the notorious celebrities that is going to put all their business and go in on somebody online. But my G, this is a lot, like you said, a lot of energy for an ex. Like y'all doing too much.
It just could not be me. I don't let me think. I don't know. What if your ex was coming for your husband?
I mean, I just go over there in 2 pieces ass. Like, I'm just going to fight your ass. Like, I'm not going to go on the internet.
Okay. Well, there's that. Dice is with the shit.
Fucking go online. Like, I'll meet you where you at. Like, what you mean? You ain't going to come for my husband, male or female.
Did you
that?
Did you hear Nicki's new song, Yikes?
No, I didn't. Sorry. Yikes.
Okay. I heard it.
How is it? You fucking with it?
I'm going to listen to it again. Because some people were like, oh, this joint goes off. And I was like, oh. I'm not saying it's a she's definitely made worse songs, but it was like, I didn't really need to hear it again. That's me personally.
I heard people talking about some song that I don't think it was hers, but she did a feature on or something. And they was like, yes, like she spit and she actually going back to rapping. But I didn't hear that either. So
yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I thought she was going on a hiatus. I guess she's getting bored, but
that made me, a lot of people online were saying they feel like she started that whole thing. Because, I mean, yeah, he liked the picture, but as far as the whole back and forth on Twitter, she definitely started that. And so a lot of people were saying she did that shit because she had the single coming out the next day. And they were like, if you notice, a lot of times she'll just start beats with people or just start ranting and raving about shit right before she has a
But I
track
don't
or
feel like
album.
she is the type of artist that needs to do no fuck shit like that. That's like Beyonce going and picking a fight online so she can get more listens to her album. Like, you have a big following, and even your fucking haters are going to listen to Nicki Minaj shit to be like, I bet you this bitch ain't talk about nothing. But guess what? You listen. So thanks for that fucking spin. So she don't have to do all that extra shit. And I think that's why people towards the end, or not the end, but before her little break, like, people are getting so annoyed with her because they're like, yo, you don't have to do this shit. Like, you don't have to
I
do
don't think she has to do a lot of the shit that she's been
that
doing.
Queen Radio extra shit. Like the beginning of Queen Radio when she was like, tune in because I'm about to go the fuck in on you niggas. Like, I'm like, dog, okay, the podcast was smart. Like, I get that. But like the shit she was talking about and how that podcast, I listened to like once or twice and I could not do it any fucking more. It was too much. She not talked over people. She yelled over people.
She
Just,
yells.
nigga, don't invite nobody if you're not going to let these niggas talk. Like, what do you... Yeah.
She goes on there and she vents a lot. And I'm always like, girl, maybe you need therapy. Maybe the podcast isn't it.
You need therapy or to talk to your damn now husband and just get it all off your chest because you're doing so much.
There were a few memes that were funny because in the new song Yikes, she said, there was a line, she said something like, you need to sit down like Rosa Parks, or I'm gonna sit you down like Rosa Parks, or something to that effect. And the song came out on Rosa Parks' birthday, I want to say. So like, you know, I don't think that she meant any disrespect. However, you know,
don't put Rosa in this ratchet shit.
Well, that's what was funny about the meme. The meme was Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, and Aretha Franklin beating her ass when she gets to heaven because because one time on the podcast she was comparing herself to Harriet Tubman in a way like she led the rap bitches to freedom or something like that.
All right, Onika.
And she was she was screaming like, to freedom.
You know she fucking extra. I got so playing Friday. Like, she's so fucking dramatic. Like, I can imagine her doing that shit.
And then she definitely yelled to freedom because it fucking sent me. Because I was like, bitch, what is wrong with you?
That bitch be high, bro. I cannot deal.
Super high. Ooh. But fucking then with Aretha Franklin, she posted like she has had more singles or more whatever, or sold more than any other female artist. She beat Aretha Franklin's whatever her record. But like, Aretha Franklin was out at a time when you had to go and buy records. Right. Actually, when Aretha Franklin won that award, it was like when it was, I don't even know if CDs were a thing. Right. I think it was like records. Yeah. So it was like, it's an accomplishment. We get it.
But it's different in the streaming era.
Yes, exactly. So the meme was just funny because all three of them are beating her ass because they sick of her. I don't know. I got a chuckle out of it.
That sounds funny as shit.
But
Onika.
I know that's y'all queen and
y'all.
I don't want no disrespect. I don't want no problems. No disrespect. I'm just here.
What do they call?
Oh, the barbs. The barbs. Child. I don't have time for the barbs.
The barbs, y'all wild as shit, bro. Y'all be blessed.
So Erykah Badu will have a new fragrance that smells like her vagina.
No, and dudes is in this bitch ready.
She's calling it Badu Pussy. However, some folks on Twitter said she missed a prime opportunity to call it Badussy, and I concur.
Dog.
I concur. That would have been the best. Like,
yeah.
Good luck to that.
I don't want to smell no parts of it.
I don't. I have my own vagina, so.
Right.
You know, she said that hers smelled like, what did she say? Rainbows and something?
Bitch, I'll ask Carmen.
Oh, okay.
Carmen and I mean, it must smell good because she be hypnotizing these niggas. Andre 3000. Who else she done messing with?
For sure.
All these dudes. Drake. I was just playing.
I mean, Drake was very excited to get on the track and be like, last night I had tea with Erykah Badu. Like, oh, nigga, it's tea. Relax.
Right. She let him smell that Badussy.
Yeah. Nigga had to write about it. Relax.
He said, I need to start my song off like this.
Your president didn't get removed from office.
Yeah, I wasn't following the whole trial situation, but I happened to be going through the channels when they were doing the vote on the two articles. And once I seen that the first one, I guess didn't get voted for, like, they found him not guilty, I just changed the channel. I was like, I see where this shit is going. All I'm saying is, y'all motherfuckers better not vote this nigga back in. That's all I'm
I mean,
saying.
they are.
Fuck, like, I'm going fucking Kirk. Like, I need to start finding a country now to get the fuck up out, because y'all let this nigga get in office again and see what happened. Like, I cannot deal. Y'all all gonna be shipped off to the fucking space patrol, whatever this new branch of the military shit that his ass is trying to have. Like, all y'all gonna be on Mars. Like, I don't have time.
I hope
Don't
they
vote
move
this
to
nigga back in.
Mars.
Dog, he need to go with him and lead his troops, because, like, get the fuck.
Yeah. I want to
Let us
shout
have
out
damaged ass Earth.
Nancy Pelosi, because at the end of his State of the Union address, she took his State of the Union papers and ripped them up, and you could see it being done in the background. And then as she was walking out, a reporter asked her why she did it, and she said, because it was the polite thing to do. And I stand a petty ass bitch.
Yes.
So shout out to you, boo. I'm sure somebody would be
Yes.
like, Nancy was for blah, blah, blah rights in 1992. Don't shout her out. Shut up.
You're invited to the barbecue.
So I have a lot more tea.
I'm
Okay.
here for
I
it.
just want to
I'm
make
thirsty.
sure. So, did you see Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, speaking in patois?
No.
Okay. At the Golden
Jesus.
Globes a few weeks ago, they caught up with him and he did this whole spiel. And then they caught him again coming outside of like a fucking ice cream parlor, and he did it once again.
Oh,
and then I think he did do it a third time, because in the third time he was saying he didn't want no skinny girl, he wanted a thick girl, and da 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 da.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn him out.
Yes. So he came back another time, and he was just speaking like someone named Chet, how you would imagine a Chet to sound. And he was just like, it's just all fun and games. I love the culture. It's no disrespect. And I was like, cool. Now, I wasn't following this story, but I guess some people felt some kind of way. And so the term cultural appropriation came up. Yeah. I didn't have time for that. I'm not from any island, so maybe I don't get it, but just seemed kind of like, really, guys? That's a stretch. However, Chet Hanks came on the Inst of the Grams and basically was trying to address the whole cultural appropriation thing. And he said, white American culture would be like, when he thinks of white American culture, he thinks of snowboarding and motocross. And I just wanted to take a moment to ask, like, when the fuck did a sport become a part of a racist culture? Because honestly, if we wanted to go out and freeze, we would probably take over that shit too. And that's no shade.
No.
It's just a fact. We just don't like the fucking cold.
Right.
But it's like,
right.
He was saying,
if we put our fucking mind to it, nigga, we'll blow y'all the fuck up out of that
I
damn
guess
mountain.
somebody was saying, like, y'all always stealing other people's culture. And he was like, I just think that that's unfair to say that, like, white people don't have a culture, because when I think of white culture, I think of, like, snowboarding. Like, not to say that white people can't, other races can't snowboard, but, like, it's a predominantly white thing. And I was like, does this nigga know what culture means?
That's the only thing he could think of was snowboarding when it came to his white culture.
He couldn't say country music because that ain't theirs. He couldn't. I mean, no shade. I'm not here.
He could have said green bean casserole. He could have said, I don't know, like
snowboarding.
What do you mean?
I saw that.
Farming.
Nope, that's not theirs either. Nope. Listen,
Yikes.
I'm not even about to.
Thieving.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. That's one. But snowboarding, is that the fucking best you have? That's not. There's no reason why.
Look, Chet don't think fast on his feet. He ain't
know
this.
He fucking pressed record on his phone. He had time to.
Oh, so this wasn't. Oh, this wasn't. He was caught and somebody was like, this was his own video.
So my nigga sat down and thought about this, and the best he came up with was snowboarding and motocross. Like, nigga, you couldn't think of no better fucking cultural significance that you all have
that we don't take. Right? Like, we got NASCAR. What do you mean?
I
Have you not seen Talladega Nights? Like, what the
know
fuck?
Tom Hanks called that nigga like, listen, you
You
have
got
got
to
to
chill.
relax. I have built too long of a fucking legacy for this shit to go to hell because of you. Sit your ass down.
And black people actually
Exactly.
bang with me, okay? Niggas love some Forrest Gump. I need you to relax,
So,
okay?
Tom,
Like,
get your
chill.
son and maybe teach him something about y'all culture that's not sports related and that wasn't stolen.
Please.
Thanks.
Please. Be
Um,
blessed.
and now, I mean, I have other things to talk about, but the big one, Gayle
Uh-oh.
King.
See,
Y'all
baby
niggas are
Jesus.
annoying. And I thought I was going to come on here and apologize to Duncan, but I'm not.
Oh, why not?
The,
Let the listeners know the
Gayle,
backstory. Well, not backstory. You don't have to go that into it, but let them
Gayle
know what you're talking
King
about.
had did an interview with Lisa Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
And the first snippet I saw was her asking how Lisa felt about the rape allegations that Kobe Bryant had and how that would affect his legacy. And Lisa Leslie said, I don't think it will affect his legacy at all. And then I'm just saying the first clip I saw. So she was like, I don't think it'll
Yeah.
affect his legacy at all. And then Gayle asked a follow-up question about the whole rape thing. And
Right. Was mad, like, not aggressive, but even when Lisa was like, I didn't see him as that type of person, she's like, well, you
right.
wouldn't. I was like, oh,
So
okay, yeah.
when I first saw the clip, I felt like most of the people on my timeline felt like, nigga, like, what is this about? Like, why are we asking these questions? And then,
After he's gone away, when you could have set up an
which is
interview before he
another
died.
thing that I like that Lisa said. She was like, y'all had years to ask him about how he felt about his legacy. Like, we're not about to do that right now.
Because that whole situation happened
It
years
did.
ago. Like, what the fuck?
So I felt like everyone else. I thought the question was hella inappropriate. And then for her to kind of double down on it, I was just like, what the fuck?
Right.
But it was a clip. That's all I saw. Then the next thing I saw was like Snoop calling her a bitch and then all.
Did you see her little video trying to explain it about the network and
I
the editing
did,
and
and I'm
shit?
calling bullshit on that.
Thank you.
I'm calling bullshit on that because I do understand that the network is going to take a clip that they know will get the most traction, and Kobe just died. So
And
yeah,
they do that. Like, that is the media. They're going to get the most provocative or something that's going to get the listener to listen and be like, oh shit, like, they was going in on this interview. That's just like,
but I
that's
mean,
just
it's
how they
your
do.
interview,
And
so
she's been in the
to know
business
what it
long enough to
is.
know. Right. And at the end of the day, it's still words that
No,
came out of your mouth, and it's still your tone, and it's still your coldness and face. Like,
I
what are you talking about?
totally agree. It's just like when the girls go on Love and Hip Hop and they act crazy and then they come to the reunion like, I don't like the way it was edited. Like, sis, you gave them things to edit. If you didn't,
You threw hands. You did this. You like, they only put together the puzzle pieces that you
exactly.
gave them.
So, like I said, when I first saw the clip, I was like, I just felt the whole thing was inappropriate. It was out of line. But y'all niggas was going in. Like, it was a lot to digest because every day it was like a new nigga calling her a bitch. Then somehow, like, y'all made it a Gayle and Oprah thing, even though Oprah wasn't even there. Yeah,
Oh my, well, god damn it, she's just my
yeah,
friend. Shit.
it was crazy because the week before everybody was like, "Ooh, I'm a girl dad," but then the next week it was like, "Y'all some bitches,"
Bitch, bitch, bitch,
and it's just
bitch,
like,
bitch, bitch.
wait, is it Uchiwali or is it one mic? Like which one,
Right.
guys? Because I can't. Yeah,
Sitting there like you guys hating women
it
again.
seems. So I watched the whole interview,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna say some things that some people will not like. I
Uh-oh.
have two perspectives. The
Okay.
first question, I don't feel like the first question, as far if I'm looking at this as a journalist, I don't think that the question was crazy. I think the timing was
Was
super fucking
trash
trash.
and
That nigga was, yeah, all
classless
those things. Like that nigga wasn't even, they just buried, yeah, they
in the
just had the
ground.
funeral today.
So
Like, so
right.
I think that was crazy. Oprah did comment on the shit, and I'm gonna get to that motherfucker in a second. But one of the things she said was, before you interview, they always ask, like, they'll kind of tell you what they're going to ask or ask if they can ask certain questions. What I know about that shit is that they might say, like, hey, is it okay if I ask you a couple questions about Kobe? But they're not always
Gonna be like about those rape allegations. They're not gonna
yeah,
go
they're
into
not
detail
always telling you exactly what it is they're going to ask you. And
because they want a genuine reaction. They like, we want to catch this motherfucker off guard, so they don't prepare some,
exactly,
scripted
I just
answer.
felt like I just, as far as the first question I was asked, if this had been asked while he was alive, I would have had no issue with it. Like if it was right after he
Mm-hmm.
retired and his friend is on there and they're like, "Hey, Kobe legacy, but how do you think this will affect it?" That'd have been
I just feel like they some pussies because y'all could have asked him
no, for
directly. He
sure.
probably would have carried the shit out of y'all, but like y'all was probably kissing his ass and asking for signed Kobe shoes. But when he passed away, now y'all want to talk about the rape allegations. Like y'all could have been hating
For
him years
sure.
ago. Like y'all just doing this shit for clickbait because, like you said, he was in the news. He just passed away, and like, okay, let's ask about them allegations. Like, come on, y'all
Yeah.
classless
And
as hell.
then for her to continue with it when Lisa was just like, I mean, y'all had every opportunity to ask him these questions while he was here. So like, and for her to be like,
Like,
I didn't see,
like I want
yeah.
the media to fucking shut
And
it
for her to be like,
down.
I didn't see him in that light, and Gayle be like, I mean, but you wouldn't. Like, dog,
You was
relax.
catching every fucking hint to like
Yeah.
drop the shit. Like she
So like I all I'm saying is in the line of journalism, I think that the question itself in a different time wouldn't have been as bad. It's just the timing of it all. Like the timing with the media right now, when it comes to people fucking dying, is
dog,
trash.
TMZ and all of them, like y'all, I get it. It's a business, so like you're in the business of breaking news like early, but dog, like you can't be breaking news before the damn family is notified. Like you act like they not on social media, and some of these were kids, so you act like maybe teammates of these kids and stuff is not seeing this shit. Like y'all are mad. Wow, his children, the other people children, like y'all just, I can't.
So
Classless.
Oprah pissed me off
Mm-hmm.
because she comes out of fucking nowhere. I get it, Gail's her best friend,
She gotta come cake
but
for her
she's just like,
bestie.
oh, Gail is just not doing well. She's receiving death threats. She's just not taking this well. And in my mind, I'm like, how the fuck do you think Vanessa Bryan and her kids are
But how
are
you think, but
doing?
not
Are you
exactly
fucking kidding me?
right.
I don't have any sympathy. Like, here's the thing. If you want to say I ask those questions because I'm a journalist, that's okay because you are a journalist and it is your job to ask those questions. But you
Don't play
also
victim,
can
bitch.
have integrity in that. And so you didn't
Mm-hmm.
have to ask that question. I mean, you just really didn't. It wasn't the time for that.
Right.
Like, it just
At
wasn't the time
all.
for it. And so you have to take the consequences with it. Now, I don't I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that it's right that all y'all motherfuckers is on the internet calling her bitches when last week it was daughter day every day. Like I just don't understand what's happening.
Like, dear mama, you all
Like
appreciate it.
y'all take things and it's just like when a nigga cheats and we get on the internet and talk about niggas ain't shit and y'all be feeling some kind of way. Like that y'all did basically that. And
Right.
I don't know, y'all moving real funny. Y'all can dislike something without being extra. Like I saw
Right. Going the fuck
a
in.
lot of dudes going the fuck in. And I personally feel like a lot of that had less to do with Kobe and more so to do with her association with Oprah and how people already feel some kind of way about
Already
Oprah.
feels feeling it.
And it's just
Yep.
like, look at these
Yep.
two bitches. Because all of a sudden they started posting pictures of Gayle King with Harvey Weinstein. And I was like, but wait, what does that have to do?
What does this have to do with Kobe? Like in the interview?
I want to say though, I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and what I did not know was that Gayle King has or had a co-anchor who got removed from the station because he's also involved in some kind of sexual allegation thing. And they asked her about that, and they were like, I believe that he can be accused for this and still be a good person or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I as much as I want to say like, oh, she's a journalist first, I guess integrity took a backseat that day. On the other hand, it's like, bitch, you are literally going through something like this and that nigga's still alive, but you're like, oh, the two things can be true. But this
exactly. But then on this, you just like, I mean, you wouldn't see it, like his legacy, like yeah.
I do need to say some things that will again ruffle some feathers.
I'm here for it.
Kobe Bryant was not found guilty or innocent. The case was dismissed and they settled out of court. All I'm going to say, rest in peace.
That's true.
Because there was just people coming with the attacks. There was just a lot of misinformation going along. At this point, it doesn't fucking matter because at the end of the day, a lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people's families are affected. And just people need to...
And y'all niggas could ask these questions years ago.
And just be more sensitive to the people that still are processing shit. It hasn't even been a month, so...
Right. So it's children involved.
Yeah. All right. So the baby, a lot of women think he has BDE, and BDE. Big dick energy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I had to think about him. Like
a lot of women are really into him. Good luck.
Yeah, I don't find him attractive, but
whatever. So he has a baby mama. But from my understanding, him and the baby mama are not officially together, although they're always together. I want y'all niggas to stop doing that.
Stop treating these joints like they're your main girl when they just your side joint. Or send clear messages.
And that's
like
what
signals,
I think it
please.
is. Because both of them, him and his baby mama, have both said that they're not in a relationship. But then, like, she's on a private plane with him, rubbing his feet. They doing the family photo thing. I mean, they're always together, and I'm sure he's still fucking her. I mean, so it's just like, I need.
Let's make it clear what's going on.
So anywho, she's upset because apparently he got someone else pregnant, and so she's on it.
But that's not your dude, though.
And so that's where I'm on the fence because it's like, excuse me, I'm sure y'all were acting like a couple, but niggas will do everything that you do in a relationship except call it that, just so that when they fuck up and do shit like this, they could say, I mean, but you're not even my girl, though. And so
convenient.
Girls are really in on the shade room, like really like, oh, I was rooting for him. I thought he was different. And I'm thinking like, why?
Why?
Why did you think that? Because I listened to the same songs and he definitely was telling us that he was knocking down bitches and he had no issue with it. I just
right. Where did you get that
black
from?
Men. He told us the truth.
He said what he said. Okay.
Juicy.
He's
indicted again.
What did you?
No, they're indicting him again because of that shit last year. They will not let it go. Chicago is like, nah.
They like, y'all got us out here looking stupid. Like, we getting something up out of this. The fuck this community service.
They have to find something better to do. Nobody even cares at this point.
Dog, it's Chicago. It's so much other crimes and other things that y'all could be investigated. And y'all are just in y'all feelings because this was in the public and y'all out here investigating and picking up Subway sandwiches. I get it. Like, but let it go. Like, what are you going to do? Give him life? Like, I'm just confused on what y'all trying to charge him with.
It's a mess. I won't be following that story. I just happened to see it today, so I thought I would share, but...
The fuck crazy.
So, I have two more questions. Not really tea, but one of them will lead into TV time. Unless you have more tea.
Okay. It's not really tea, but something that I saw, since you're always correcting me about how are we saying the wrong words, like
women and females.
female. Yeah. So apparently PETA put out there
Oh no.
that the term pet is derogatory and we should call our pets, because fuck y'all, I'm saying pets. We should call them companions
I'm not
instead.
doing that.
Like, I'm super confused. Like, I understand, like, y'all fighting for, like, the harm of animals and stuff like that, but they're trying to say it is derogatory and harmful to
Are the pets
animals.
offended?
How?
Did they tell you
Like,
that?
I don't understand. My dog didn't cry or bite me as calling them a pet or referring to them as my pet. They said, a lot of people at home who have dogs or cats will call them pets and refer to themselves as owners. And this implies that the animals are a possession, like a car. So when you render to animals, it's not as the living beings that they are, but an innate object. And it can reflect our treatment of these animals. I want y'all to shut the fuck up, because guess what? I own my fucking dog. I pay for that
I'm saying.
motherfucker. The motherfucker lives under the fucking roof and is taking advantage of the water, the heat, the AC. My husband even walks this motherfucker outside to take, like, dog, you belong to me. Like, literally, if you were lost, I would try to find your ass because you fucking belong to me. Like, what the fuck, Peter? I need you to get your whole fucking life.
Listen.
Like, for fucking real.
When I was
We can't say shit
when
now.
I was in California, the little dog that I had when I was out there ran out the house, and then Carly ran after her, and I started to run after them, and I looked at Mara and I was like, I'm not running. It's hot outside. I'm not doing that. I went right back in the house, and guess who showed the fuck up? Both of them little dogs.
They came back. They be hungry.
So those pets,
my pet returned.
Those pets are. I'm not doing that. That's just
no.
Y'all can't force everybody to say everything. This, like, it's one thing for women to say that they don't want to be referred to as females because we can vocalize that. But when
animals don't want to be possessions, bro.
Did they tell you that? You Dr. Doolittle? Shut the fuck up. Peter is fucking annoying. Y'all make me
so fucking annoying.
I used to not eat meat, but y'all annoying. Not about to eat meat
is life.
That part. Never.
I hope this is fake, but I saw something where Amber Rose got her son's name
biggest fuck on her forehead.
But I would feel a certain kind of way if I was her oldest son, Sebastian. I'd be like, so fuck me, right? Like, I mean, is there room for my name? But like, bruh, like, you didn't get a tattoo on your arm next to, or the other arm, because I will say you don't want to put it next to Wiz's big ass face. And she got like a dog. And, like, you couldn't put it anywhere else but your fucking forehead. Ma'am, I hope that is like fake, because you're wild.
Maybe she can grow bangs.
For the rest of her life?
That shit is ugly.
The fuck ugly.
It's
like
huge.
I seen something where somebody was like, yo, I thought she had tattooed some baby heads. Until I zoomed in, was like, oh, that's a name. Okay, I seen swoops and swirls and thought that bitch just put some black baby head on that blonde bald head.
Where
I was
her
like,
friends?
Lord Jesus. I don't know. Black China too busy on Zeus.
Oh, TV time. Can't wait. Okay, let me hurry up. So, niggas on the internet think that $60 is too much for a date.
That's broke niggas. Like, I mean, like, think of it practically. You go to a restaurant, say your meal is $18. Say your drink is another $4. And that's just if you didn't get an alcoholic beverage. Now multiply that by 2 and add tax. Nigga, you're damn near at 60. Like, I need y'all to get y'all fucking lives. Like, bruh.
I just
like
I just want to say that you guys are trash. And I try to not call y'all trash, but then y'all have these arguments. This one thread had over 1,000 comments about $60 dates and how that was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
And I
How is a fucking $60 date crazy? It's beyond
y'all
me.
really want to take bitches to Applebee's and get the 2 for $20 special like all the time. And no,
And then be treated like a king. Like, I mean, like, and I'm not saying that you always have to have expensive dates, but to down a $60 date, like, oh, y'all but just ask for too much. Like, this shit too much,
I don't
$60.
feel
Like,
like
y'all some gold digging
$60 is a
hoes.
lot.
$60 is not anything because if the guy's paying, that's literally like, if you chop it in half, that's $30 a person. If you go to a play, you probably gonna pay more than $30 just for your goddamn ticket. Like, it's just stuff like that. Like when you factor in food, drinks, that's if y'all going out to eat. Then if you're, like I said, if you go to a play or a show or something like that, tickets alone is going to be more than 60 a pop. So I'm just confused. Like,
These niggas ain't going to
I,
plays.
y'all niggas is cheap. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I, as the female in a relationship, has paid more than $60 on a date and be like, all right, like, it's my turn this time. Like, I got us. Like, it was more than 60. Like, y'all need to fucking shut the fuck up. And that's probably why you got the girls that y'all got in y'all lives now. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's why you eating Alfredo on every fucking holiday. Like, get the fuck out of here.
What? What do y'all expect these girls to get? Chicken tenders every time they go out?
Dog, and then you're gonna be mad talking about she fat. I mean, you keep
Or
taking me
she
to McDonald's
basic?
every time we go on a date. Right. Well, this bacon's a bitch. Only one go to McDonald's. Bitch, you only allotting me a $10 stipend. So like where the fuck else can we go? We can't even go to Pizza Hut and share a large pizza because we don't have enough. Like, what are you talking about?
I I don't know, guys. I don't think $60 is a lot.
I
So
don't either.
yikes.
Like before you broke niggas. Be
Mm.
blessed. And since you don't want to mess with him anyway. If a dude is side eyeing you about a $60 date, keep walking. I mean, I'm not saying demand it, but like if he's making a fucking big deal, like keep walking, please, sis, because it ain't gonna get no better.
Whew.
Fuck out of here.
Basura. Anyhow, so the next thing I want to ask you a question is in reference to Black Ink Crew last week. Did you watch it? You did not. Please let me spoil something.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's the Chicago
Yeah.
one. Oh yeah, because the New York ain't back yet.
Right.
Okay.
So remember I was telling you that I think Don and Ashley are toxic?
Yeah, for each other.
Okay,
Yeah.
I am going to spoil something.
Okay, go ahead.
So she was sharing with her friend that she saw another Snapchat video. And when she said that, I said, "Ooh," because the last
Oh
Snapchat
shit.
video, it was him getting his dick sucked. It was him at the club and a girl was twerking on him.
All right, sis.
So I wanted to ask you how you would feel if your husband went out with his friends and you saw footage and he was dancing with someone. And let's be honest, you know, bitches is out here twerking. Ain't nobody two-stepping and do-si-doing and shit. How would you feel?
No, I'll be mad as shit. Like I'm not going to even front.
Okay.
Like fuck it. I'll be livid.
Okay. Why?
Because I know if it was me in the roles of reverse, like that shit wouldn't be okay. So I know if I need to conduct myself a certain kind of way as a married woman, the least I can do is expect you to conduct yourself a certain kind of way as a married man. And that means don't be all up on no bitches because I'm sure it wouldn't be cool for me to be all up on no niggas. But if that's the type of relationship where we got where we can just like be up all on it, I can go in a club and twerk on a nigga and a female can twerk on you, then if that's what we doing, that's what we doing. Which every relationship is different. But I know for me and what I'm doing, nah, that wouldn't be acceptable for me.
Would you be ready to get a divorce?
Nah, I ain't getting no divorce,
Okay.
but I might scare you a little bit.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. So now we in.
This bitch trying to get a divorce from Dawn.
So now we into TV time. Gotta catch up, sis.
God damn it. I mean, go ahead, Dawn fine. You act like he not gonna get another bitch. Because look, Don is a keeper in the looks department. That is, he probably is trash as a person, but I don't think he gonna be finding a shortage of bitches. So you might relax and just have your argument and keep it pushing.
You know, maybe I'm just different. I don't know. I was just like, oh.
Would you care? Like the same question for you. Like, how would you feel?
So I had to think about myself, right? And I had to really think about the times that I go out. Who do I dance with when I'm out?
Me.
And that's what I would, because a lot of times I'm drunk. So I'm like, have I twerked on anybody? I I know you. I know I dance on
all the
all the
time.
girls I'm out with. I always dance on them.
Right.
I think one time I danced with Duncan.
But that's on some drunk shit.
Yeah.
Like, not like, oh, I love you, and like take this ass.
No,
It's
no,
just like,
no.
hey, my nigga, hey, hey, hey.
But like a random nigga, that's like,
No, because these niggas do too much. So as soon as you would try to even twerk, they like, this, oh shit, you mine for the night. We dance all night and I'm getting your number. Like, never mind.
you know,
Like, I'll just two-step in this corner.
personally, I would have an issue, but not because I would have an issue because JT doesn't dance. Like even when he goes out with me and I'm like, ooh, come out here, I'm trying to freak on you real quick. He'd be like, no,
Uh-huh.
I'm good. I'm good.
But what if he was just standing up against a wall and the girl was twerking on? So he wasn't necessarily dancing back and throwing it back. Well, you can't throw it back as a dude, but like he was just like, you know how dudes used to be in a go-go. They would
Right.
just stand there and the girl do all the work. Like, what if it was like some shit like that?
I don't know. I really think
You're just like, oh, you was doing it, weren't you? She was all up on you, huh?
I'm going to say I don't know. I think it would depend on the temperature of our marriage at the time, because when I'm thinking about
Got
it
it.
right now, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be that bothered, to be honest.
All right.
I think there are when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, it's too many stipulations to it. Like, well, that nigga don't be dancing, so I would feel some kind of way because every time I'm trying to dance with him, he ain't trying to dance.
He'd be like,
You know what I'm
nah.
saying? But like, if he was a social person and I knew he went out all the time, would I expect for him not to ever dance or never? Like, would I expect for him to be the type of nigga to just stand in the club?
All right.
I don't think so.
Let me tell you something, listeners. Let be dub. And my eyes catch footage. let Dice catch footage or see with my own eyes. All hell is breaking the fuck loose. Okay. So that's just me.
As long as the road doesn't lead to divorce.
Nah, I'm not gonna get a divorce over no shit like that, but like, you gonna catch hell. Hell.
Okay.
Just know that.
B-Dub, you've been warned.
So don't be trying to go in and be like, all I'm gonna do is catch hell. I might as well let this bitch she ain't gonna leave me.
Oh.
Try that shit, motherfucker. And I'm gonna be right down there with Don's wife. Where you file the papers at, sis?
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh, Lord.
TV. I mean,
so I know you probably didn't watch this, but I watched the whole series. It's a Netflix show called Cheer.
Oh no.
And it is actually really good. I mean, granted, like, I'm into cheer because I was a cheerleader and my daughter is in cheer, but the stories of the different kids at this college, because it follows this college in Texas, I believe it is, but called Navarro College, and they're basically like one of the best colleges in the country, like cheerleading wise. Like, they always like win championships, then and their rivals like go back and forth with them. But anyway, it goes through like their whole season and just kind of puts all the work that they do leading up to it, because everybody like, I mean, cheerleading, like, why y'all niggas gotta practice so fucking much? Like, it just shows that, like, you know, the athleticism it takes and like how niggas can get hurt, and like it's a big thing. Like, people are catching like full fucking rides to good colleges for cheering. So it's just like, nigga, like, I'm getting this free education off this shit too, and guess what? My sport is more athletic than yours any fucking way, because can you throw a bitch in the air and catch it with one hand? You can't, so chill. So I don't know, it was really good. It was the first season. I think the first season was like, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't remember. I binge watched it. I don't remember how many episodes, but it was really, really good. Netflix show, like I said, it's called Cheer. And if like, I wouldn't even just say cheerleading, but like if it's anybody that I'm gonna say, I don't know if guys will like it, so I'm just gonna say females play any sports, like, whatever. Y'all join, y'all pets, y'all companions. Go ahead and check it the fuck out. And then I was living, because they definitely had the sisters on the motherfucking team. Like, yes, like the dudes or whatever. They was like, they said that their little crew was called the Bad Girls Club, and I was just living for the whole thing. Like, the little white girls that was like built like muscle bound joints because they worked out so much. Like, it was cute though.
Well, I watched all Ratchet TV on Sunday and Monday, and I will not be watching that shit again next week because that was too much for my brain cells.
For real, I did it all day today, and I was living because I was like, yo, our Ratchet TV is so watered down now. Like that's what made me look. I was like, yo, I remember when it used to be like this. Like it wasn't showing areolas per se, but like I was like, yo,
You didn't want, okay, listeners, we finally broke
oh,
down. I got Zeus.
oh, you know, I couldn't even use yours. They wouldn't let me. I had to get my own. Ain't that some shit?
Oh no.
I know. So we got two separate accounts. We tried to break the system, and it was like, ha ha, I got you, bitches. But yeah,
Of
so I ended up
course.
having to get my own joint. But we broke down, y'all, and got Zeus.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I saw all areolas on Jocelyn's show.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you said you.
No, I'm saying no. I said like the reality TV that we watch now is watered down. I was like, it's not like they're showing areolas on like the regular
No,
TV
they're
now.
not, honey.
But on
Jocelyn's
Jocelyn's
show,
Cabaret,
it started off and it was ass and titties. I was like, hold on, wait.
look, it took me forever to get through one episode. I've only seen one episode because every time I try to watch it, my daggone son or daughter would be coming in the room and I had to pause it. And when I paused, I had to make sure it was an appropriate pause worthy area because it was nothing but ass, titties, nipples, fights, and shit. And dog.
I watched all 4 episodes that are out.
And I'm gonna catch up because, like I said, I only got through the first one.
Then I went to Tokyo Tony's show and I watched
that.
about 3 episodes of that. And last week I was telling you about the clip I saw of Desus and Mero when all they saw was the trailer.
Yes.
Whew, honey, it gets worse.
Oh, yeah.
That you have to watch that shit. She is ghetto. No. I just don't have no other word for it.
So besides like the clips when she's on like the shade room and social media, I didn't have like a lot of I mean, I've seen stuff like online about her and I was like, yo, she's a lot. So I actually started watching The Real Black China on Zeus first. And watching that, you start getting snippets of how Tokyo Tony is, which is Black China's mom. And I was like, yo, this bitch is the most. And I was just looking at Black China like, whoo. And it was times where like, yeah, she was ready to knock her mom block off, but like her mom was talking to her and treating her any kind of fucking way. And I was like, yo, if this don't remind me of fucking Frankie and Keisha, but like on steroids. But so if this was the Real Black China joint and it was just snippets and you could tell that she was trying to reel it in, I could only fucking imagine how her own show's gonna be. So I can't wait to watch tomorrow.
If you think she was talking crazy to China, imagine her talking to random niggas.
That's there for her.
Yes.
So
ooh, it's bad.
So she is like the epitome of fucking ratchet, bro. And like DC accent strong as fuck, bro. I just be like
super strong.
I'm like, yo, ma'am, how old are you? Ma'am, how old are you? It sounds like she has literally never left DC. Like only time she leave is to go visit China. Like I mean, like dog. Like for real.
I don't know who green lit that show.
China probably was the executive producer, sis. She probably like, get the fuck off my show and get your own.
But it is a lot. It is a lot. I actually watched Love and Hip Hop New York and Miami and was like, whew, normalcy. We're back. Because that was too much.
Oh, I can't wait to watch. Because I was actually into the Black China joint. I was like, yo, this fucking relationship is so fucking toxic. Their mom-daughter relationship. Like the episodes that I've gotten through, that's kind of what they're like focusing on right now is like their toxic ass mom-daughter relationship. And then when I went to Jocelyn's Cabaret, I was like, now, whoa, all right. So I can only imagine Tokyo ass. And it's other shows on there, but them the 3 that I most wanted to get Zeus to watch. So once I catch up, I'm going to be sad looking at the other shit. Because I think like B. Simone got a show, Michael Blackston, some other random shit. But I mean, since I'm paying, I guess I need to scroll and see what the fuck else is on there. But those were the 3 that I was trying to...
I'm probably going to watch them 3 and cancel. Even though it's only $4. I'm good.
Unless they putting out some good shit. I'm like, yo. But I'm here for them shows. So y'all, go ahead and pay that $3 and $4 however much it is. Cause yeah.
It's definitely something, guys. You will be entertained.
Jocelyn apparently don't fuck with Mona.
But she's back
I
on Love and
was
Hip Hop
super
Miami.
confused because I was like, when was this recorded? Because like I said, you're definitely making appearances on there. So like, not unless she's contractually bound to a certain amount of episodes, and it don't matter like what series she's on, whether it's Miami or Atlanta.
She's in the credits and everything though. Like she's a regular.
Maybe she recorded the cabaret joint first and then eventually had a talk, because you know she can fly off the handle too. So maybe Mona was like, look, I'm not trying to do you wrong, Josh. I know you did a lot for our franchise. How about I make you executive producer and co-executive producer, and you can come to Miami.
I gotta pay attention to the credits to see if they made her. I doubt they did, because she ain't even on this season like
No,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Mona probably did something because she's in Miami when she's doing the Jocelyn Cabaret joint. That's where she's opening the little strip club joint at. So she already down there.
Right.
Mona's like, look, you don't even have to film all the time. Like, we ain't trying to put you in no bad light, but you can make appearances every now and then. You can record with Trina and shit like that, but we don't necessarily have to have you in no fights. But you know, she messy, so she fucking with Prima Donna and the whole shit like that. But
She's on 3 shows right now because she's on Marriage Boot
oh
Camp
yeah,
too.
which I need to fucking watch that. Like, didn't it just start this week or something?
Yeah, it started last
Yeah, I
week.
need to watch that because
I watched a little bit of it.
I want to see it for Jocelyn because she seemed like she be talking the fuck reckless to her dude.
She does.
Like
sure.
for seeing the cabaret and how she seems so nice and level headed, but then seeing them clips of that marriage boot camp, I was like, oh, okay, that's a Jocelyn I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say we saw how she used to talk to Stevie.
Fuck yeah,
So
and on the cabaret joint, she seems so more mature. At least for the first episode, she like, these bitches is crazy, and I'm like, you definitely was them like 5 years ago, but
for sure.
so yeah, I'm gonna keep watching though.
So back to I guess classier Ratchet shows. Did you watch Love and Hip Hop New York and
I
Miami?
did watch Miami. I did not catch New York. I've been so busy.
Oh.
I'm behind on my shows, but I definitely watched Miami and the girls and Trina trying to do the boot camp and shit. And
Them girls fighting.
yes, Lord Jesus, them girls jumped me. Like, man, you was talking shit to everybody. Like, I need you not to get mad. Like,
Her jacket was saving her
yo,
life because she wasn't throwing no
she just
hands. She
had the
was twirling that jacket
dog.
though.
She was like, look, I'm gonna use this jean jacket to keep them at bay, dog. When
Somebody snatched her
and
wig
put it
though.
right in the pool, made a video of it. The other girl, I forgot her name, Suki or something like that, then took her purse and threw it in the pool. She was like, "Since you want to steal my phone, bitch?" I was like, "Ooh, like Cerrone."
The ghetto. The
She was
ghetto.
like, I'm done. It's over. Fuck that. No tour." Trick
Yeah,
was on the
I was
phone
with
like,
her.
"Nah, fuck that. Like, nah, in that shit. Like, they wild."
Did you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yes. I
How do you?
cannot. Oh,
Oh,
go ahead.
go
What you
ahead.
was about to say?
Oh no, go
I
go go
can't
go.
with Kenya.
Oh no, she's fucking
I
annoying.
cannot. Okay, so I get it. Like, she's trying to be Queen Messy because Nene is being more in the backseat chilling. So I get it. She's trying to take over like Queen of Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, whatever. But this season, she has been doing the most. I'm not feeling how like she criticized her friendship, Nene and Cynthia's friendship, but she be throwing Cynthia under the bus and talking to
Smooth
Cynthia
under the
any
bus.
fucking time or any fucking time kind of way. Then like her inviting the bitch to the little joint, like, I don't know. She's just messy is an understatement this season. Like, I think because she's been gone, she's trying to like stake her claim again. Like, oh, don't forget, like, I'm that bitch that's messy. But I'm just like, yo, this is fucking karma, because guess what? Your fucking marriage is in fucking shambles, and that nigga be talking to you and ignoring the fuck out of you. Talking to you any kind of way and ignoring the fuck out of you. Like,
I kind of think that's why she's acting like this on some like
taking it out.
because she miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cookie lady was way too aggressive for me
that
too.
Because I was actually watching it
I didn't
and
get
B
it.
Dub was on the couch while I was watching. I was like, but why the fuck you mad at her? Like, I'm confused. It's like you coming at her like, I mean, bitch, don't get mad because I'm cute. I'm like, dog, like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, was my man trying to holler at you or some shit? And you off the rip was coming off like super aggressive. I mean, yes, and he came to me and he followed me to the bathroom. I mean, and don't be mad at me because like I'm an attractive woman. I was like, bitch, you should just be like, look, like I feel super awkward because like the dude chased me down. It was like pressed to holler at me, and I didn't figure out till later, like, oh shit, like he got a woman, or I wasn't trying to talk to him because I knew he had a woman. I'm just like, what the fuck? But this bitch, like, I mean, like she really wanted to talk to him or something. Like, I don't know, she was getting mad at old girl's fiance,
Tanya.
Tanya. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. And then Tanya was just like, okay, so y'all talked in the club, and then after that, y'all didn't like no numbers were exchanged. It was nothing more than that. Okay,
Right. She's like, I'm
so
good. We're good. Like,
yeah,
you wanted me to ask her. I asked her. I got the information, so I'm good. Like she's like, nigga, I'm securing my shit, and I'll address. She probably like, I'll go home and address this with my nigga, but like, I'm not gonna sit up here.
and give y'all the
Yeah,
satisfaction
she
of
seems,
flipping
even though
out.
she like tries to be messy, she seems like the classier one out of the crew. So she's just like, I mean, like, I'm gonna let y'all live, and I'm gonna, whatever, you can get it off, but like, I'm gonna handle this behind closed doors and be like, nigga, don't be out here having me looking stupid. Like, don't fucking do that
Right.
shit. But yeah, I couldn't with the cookie lady. I think it was super messy of Kenya, like to invite her, but I guess she was in her feelings about the whole wig shit. I mean, bitch, admit you don't fucking always wear your natural hair. Get over it. But I'm just.
Yeah, and I didn't think that situation warranted all this anyway.
Right.
It's not that big
She
of a
was
deal.
having that
Like,
shit pent up even before this because she wouldn't have brought it up at the fucking dinner. Like, she been wanting to go in or like to be messy about this Tanya cookie lady situation any fucking way.
I really think it's because Tanya was like, I feel like I have the perfect life. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously nobody has a perfect life, but if she's happy where she's at, it just seemed like right after she
She was
said
like,
that, Kenya was like, well, she shouldn't be that happy because the cookie lady. And
right.
it's just
Like, you
like,
just
girl, you so
mad.
miserable.
Yeah. Like, cause your shit is the fuck terrible and it's playing out on TV and we fucking see you looking the fuck miserable.
Sup.
Right. She was doing too much, but I know fucking Cynthia was not here for that shit. She's like, well, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And it seemed like she was definitely feeling a certain kind of way about Mike Hill and all his female friends.
So I was gonna ask you about that, like
That seems a little
that whole.
weird.
Yeah, especially because, like Cynthia was saying, she was like, you're in the sports industry where it's male dominated and you have no male
Right. Like
friends.
that's weird. Like literally out of like it was like 20 people there. It was two dudes there.
Yeah. And we don't even know for sure if those were like his actual friends. They could have been the boyfriends of
Right.
somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
It's
that's weird.
weird to me that a guy, it's not weird for a guy to have female friends, but to have majority female friends. Like, it's just weird. A straight
Because
guy at that.
if you turn the table, if a woman had a whole bunch of male friends, dudes would feel some kind of way about that. I don't think men would be that comfortable with
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure. Like, I have a lot of male friends, but
You also have a
of
lot.
female friends as well. So I feel like my shit balances. But like, I don't know. It's just it was weird when it was playing out on the TV. I was just like, and she was even saying it in a little confessional joint. She was just like, I said confessional like it's a real world, Lord Jesus. And her little, interview part, it was like she was like, I mean, I know he said he had a lot of female friends, but like, he ain't somebody was all pretty. I was like, ooh. And then it's like, do you even know if like some of these was exes turned friends or
Right.
like, yeah, that was the fuck weird.
I also didn't like that conversation he was
In front of his
having
daughter?
about his past in front of his daughter. That was super
Dog, and you
trash.
wonder why she was like, and he was like, I mean, she's in college, but maybe we shouldn't have this conversation. You should have nipped that shit in the bud before it even got far. Like, why did you even feel comfortable in the presence of your kid
Yeah.
even talking about that shit? Like, you doing too much. And then got her in the room crying or feeling uncomfortable. Like, that's too much.
I don't know. If seems like red flags to me, but
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia's
She was
thirsty,
super
so
thirsty. She was rushing down this fucking aisle. Like, it didn't. Whoever got on their knee, she was here for that shit. She was ready to be a bride again. Like, I mean, he seemed really cool, but I was just like, if he's not willing to leave and your businesses are in Atlanta, like, how the fuck is this going to work? It was like so many logistics that these motherfuckers like, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I feel like she would abandon her businesses to
Fuck
go be
yeah.
with
She
him.
seems depressed.
Cause she seems so, yeah, she does seem like the
It's like
type.
she need a dude.
Uh,
Be blessed, Cynthia. She needs
That's all.
friend, needs men. Child.
Yeah, too much.
I learn to be alone, babe. Oh, one thing. Y'all niggas, and I know we've said it millions of fucking times. Y'all gotta learn how to fucking relax on the internet. So it was.
Oh, they spoil Power for you?
Oh no, I watch Power.
Okay.
Yeah. The broom thingy.
Oh.
So people are out here having good, wholesome fun, standing up brooms in their house, in their kitchen, and stuff like that. And here you have fucking Debbie Downers out here. Oh, that shit is stupid. Oh, that's witchcraft. All this, all that. Dog.
Oh, you must have not saw my recent
What
story.
was your story?
I definitely stood my brooms up today, and I was like, "Oh, NASA full of shit." They said this will only happen on one day, but yikes, here we are. It's happening. It's not the
Right.
day.
Y'all gotta fucking relax. Like, let people fucking. It's nothing harmful. People are not pushing people downstairs or hitting children with cars. Like, literally, people are just standing up a fucking broom in a goddamn house. Like, I need you to fucking relax. Why are y'all so angry? Why are y'all writing think pieces on all this shit? Like, let it go. Like, y'all find any fucking reason. Like, I'm seeing memes like instead of sitting up here balancing these brooms, you need to go and balance that checkbook. Dog, sit the fuck down and shut up and let people have fucking innocent fun. That's
Niggas love being woke.
Dog, I can't
when
stand
it's not...
it. Like, get the fuck out of here. Balance these nuts and get the fuck off the internet. Like, I'm doing too much.
I'm gonna start being that person. Whenever some fun shit happen, I'm gonna just fuck up y'all fun. I'm gonna say, it's funny that you guys can come together to do this, but no one came together to vote.
I'm about to fucking start commenting all eggplants on your shit. So you better not.
I bet you. The next little internet craze, I'm definitely coming on to shit on.
So
all
listeners,
that.
I need y'all to go right on the Shay's post and put all the eggplants you can possibly put in one comment anytime she do this fuck shit. If she puts it in her Insta, I know you do. If it's in her Insta story, go ahead and send her some on that shit too. Eggplant her ass up. Pause. I said pause.
Oh, I've been drinking.
I've been drinking. All right, what we on? I'm done with TV.
I'm done with T and
TV. All right, so good, bad, release so we can get the fuck.
You sound like Tokyo Tony.
All right.
You did. That's how she says it. Get the fuck ASAP.
Period.
Like, bitch, why you so aggressive?
I'm about to start talking like that now on the podcast.
I'm gonna be so
Tokyo
annoyed.
Dice.
Fuck up.
Period.
Nigga. Whew. You first or me first?
Okay. Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
First of all, this doesn't go into good bad release, but we had a supermoon the other day. That joint was big and beautiful, and honey, I took my fucking crystals and I had them recharged and made some old moon water. Honey, I'm trying to get this energy flowing and popping and recharging these fucking crystals. Because look, it's been working so far. We're like, what, a month and a half in the year, and I'm cool. I'm cool with where I'm at. So, yeah, I hope y'all took advantage as well. For those of y'all who are into crystals and good energy and flowing and light and all that good stuff, we just had that, and I'm just happy that it wasn't fucking cloudy like the last one. I had like a small window of opportunity and then the moon was gone. I was like, God damn it, fucking cloudy skies. But this joint was super fucking lit. Like it was like the type of moon that like it's pitch black, but like if you got lost in the woods, you have plenty of light. You'd be like, oh, the moon bright as shit. Like, I'm good. I don't need no flashlight. It was like bright and really pretty.
The moon was hella bright.
It was like really pretty. It was like the Truman Show when a nigga on a date. Was that the Truman Show? No, that was Bruce Almighty.
No, on the Truman Show, the moon.
Oh, because it
was
fake
fake.
Moon.
It was really
That's
just
right.
a light.
Bright as shit. That's right.
Yeah.
I was thinking of another show that Jim Carrey was in also, where he did something where he was on a date and he pulled the moon closer.
Oh, that probably was Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, it was funny as shit. And she was like, "Oh wow, yeah. the moon is so beautiful." And it's big. It's like it's right there. I could touch it. It's like, hell, you know. But anyway, I go on a tangent. Good, bad, and release. Kind of ties into what we were talking about before about my business. Like, stuff is going really, really, really good. Like, I mean, I have not had a free week where I was not doing orders. Like, so that is definitely the good. Word of mouth is the shit, because between my social media pages and just previous customers, like, honey, everybody wants something. The bad is a bitch is starting to get overwhelmed because, like, I got shit to do. Like, I got a real full-time job, and not that my company is not a real job, but I got another job that pays my mortgage, like, and my big bills. And also, this is cheer season. I'm not only a cheer mom, but I'm a fucking coach, and like hella fucking busy with cheer. So I'm just like, whew, I'm starting to get overwhelmed because, like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
What would Diddy say?
Take that.
Diddy can't stop, won't stop.
And I won't, which leads me to my release. I just need to fucking let go of this feeling of stress and just buckle the fuck down and collect these coins. Because at the end of the day, hustling and just buckling down is only going to grow my business, and that's what I want. I just need to keep going, like, because these coins ain't gonna be here forever, sis. So let me take my talents and make my coins now. So if you're listening, if you need some fucking shirts, hit me up. Dice did it. Shit. Hey. And that's it.
The plug.
The plug.
Good. I don't know. I got some Oracle card. Oh, what?
No, you was like, good. I don't know. I was like, oh no.
I don't really have any good. I'm about to make some shit up. I got some Oracle cards.
So what is that?
They're like guide cards, basically. You know, like tarot cards.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They're not tarot cards, but they're kind of like tarot cards. Even though I did find some a tarot deck that I really like, because it's like Black people on it, but it won't get here until this weekend because it was sold out. But I ordered it anyway because I was like, as soon as y'all get this back in stock, I want that.
Got it.
So, I mean, I guess that's good. You know, the when I do the readings for myself, things fall into place.
So you know how to do all that?
I've been watching videos.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to learn the cards, like, by heart.
Right.
Like, a lot of them I still have to go to the guidebook. Not most, but some of them, I'd say about half of them, like, it's pretty plain. But some of them have, like, deeper meanings to them. And then there's, like, the number and the color. And so all that plays a part into it when you're reading it and blah, blah, blah.
Got it.
So, anywho, I guess that's good. It's not really. I just don't have nothing to share with y'all niggas. The bad, I've already shared. Rest in peace to my grandmother. The release, though, this week is that I want to release fear. I think that in the past, I made decisions because I don't know how to say this without giving too much away. I just feel like I don't want to be afraid to do what I feel is best for me. And other people may not agree. They may think it's crazy. They may not understand it. But I have to do what I feel in, like, my gut feeling. I have to go with that. Right. And yeah, I just want to be able to move forward and not be afraid of the what ifs, because everything is a what if. And it's like, do you want to spend your whole life saying what ifs and being unhappy? Right. Or do you want to just take that chance and see what the fuck happens?
Right.
So
that makes sense.
That's it.
Oh, well, look, we thank y'all for tuning in. We do got some information for y'all Negroes.
For sure.
So we are going to, since it seems like the tea likes to cometh after we post our recordings. We are now, instead of going to be weekly, we are going to be every other week. I don't know if that's called bi-weekly, bi-monthly. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but I'm just gonna say every other week.
Yeah.
So this episode will be posted on Thursday 13th.
As usual. As
So
usual.
do not look for us the following Thursday, which is the 20th, but we will be back on the 27th.
Yes.
So every other week is what we're saying. Yeah, that way we can collect all the tea. We can be caught up. I know you're tired of me saying, dang, I've missed that. I missed that. Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't catch that. We're going to be caught the fuck up, and we are going to be able to give you even more chatty patty tea and our insight. So don't be coming to our page next week talking about where the fuck the episode's at, because if you were listening, you would know where the fuck they at. Okay. But
That part.
okay, so for you faithful listeners, we thank you for listening. You new listeners, thank you for listening. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And go ahead to our Instagram and our Twitter at the Chatty Patties. And on our Instagram, we have a link tree that has links to everywhere we're streaming, as well as our website that has embedded episodes that you can be listening to on those weeks that we are not posting an episode. So anyway, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we will holler at y'all when we holler at y'all.
Bye.
Bye.